welcome back. So, The Way Home Season 4 Episode 9 delivers one of the most shocking and emotional chapters of the series so far, bringing viewers closer than ever to the truth behind the infamous Lingermore explosion while placing several beloved characters in grave danger. Much of the episode focuses on Elliot finally uncovering the truth about his mother Tessa. For years, she has been a mystery, leaving behind unanswered questions that haunted both Elliot and his father. When Kat and Elliot traveled back to 1925, they discovered that Tessa had secretly been working with Fern and Grayson to escape the dangerous worlds of bootlegging and influence of Al Capone's criminal network. Her plan involved staging her own death and eventually returning to the future. While Elliot finally gets some closure, the revelation about Tessa are far from comforting. Instead of finding a loving mother trapped by circumstances, he discovers a complicated woman whose decisions repeatedly hurt the people around her. Although Tessa still considered Elliot family and wanted to protect him in her own way, her actions continued to create chaos. Meanwhile, tension rises in both the past and present. Jacob and Abby attempt to move forward with their relationship despite the long-standing rivalry between Goodwin and Landry families. Their plans suffer a setback when Louis publicly confronts Jacob, bringing old conflicts and accusations back to the surface. However, viewers already know their story continue into the future, suggesting this obstacle won't be the end of their romance. Another mystery is finally addressed through Danny's story. For years, Danny blamed himself for Jacob's disappearance, believing a childhood mistake somehow caused it. The truth is far more tragic. Danny felt abandoned and misled after learning pieces of the family's time travel secret, leading him to act out in destructive ways. His emotional wounds help explain many of his actions throughout the series. The biggest development happened in 1925 as the countdown to New Year's Eve begins. Fern, Grayson, Cliff, Kat, Elliot, and Tessa all became entangled in the events that will eventually become local legend. What begins as a carefully planned scheme quickly spirals out of control when Tessa secretly decides to complete one final criminal job before disappearing. As the group gathers in catacombs beneath Lingermore, everything falls apart. Tessa unexpectedly pulls out a gun and holds Cliff, Cat, and Elliot at gunpoint. In a shocking moment, she pulls the trigger and shoots Elliot. Chaos erupts immediately, and afterwards, uh, a struggle breaks out, lanterns are knocked over, and conditions are set for the devastating explosion that history remembers. The episode ends with viewers left wondering whether Elliot survives. Earlier clues throughout the season suddenly take on new meaning, especially warnings suggesting that Tessa's action would ultimately lead to her son's death. The possibility that Elliot may become another tragic victim connected to the Landry family hangs heavily over the story. At the same time, new questions emerge about Fern's future, Cliff's fate, and exactly how many people perish in the explosion. What once seemed like a distant folktale has become a personal tragedy involving characters audience know and love. With only one episode remaining, the series had raised stakes higher than ever. Elliot's life hangs in the balance. The full truth behind the Lingermore disaster remains incomplete, and fans are left wondering whether the Pond's gift of time travel is truly a blessing or a curse that continues to destroy the lives of those connected to it. Thank you for watching. Bye.